Retired American moving to Mexico. Hi, broadcasting not live from Mazatlan, Mexico, I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. We started a brand new Facebook group. It's called Expats Mexico Bill Dallas Lewis. It's in the description below. Join us and ask questions and share your experiences. Today we introduce you to Dennis Gordan. Dennis is a survivor. He got through Vietnam. He's a cancer survivor. He's 77 years old. His wife died. Dennis has so many experiences to share with us, we broke this interview into 4 parts. In this first part, we introduce Dennis. In our second part, we share how after his wife died, he moved to Portugal to see what life was like there. In our third part, we share with you how he drove for 3 days and 2 nights from the United States to get to Mazatlan. In our final video, he shares his overwhelming joy about living in Mexico. So, introducing the wonderful Dennis Gordan. All right, hello everyone, and we're welcoming today world traveler Dennis Gordan, who's joining us at our poolside studio. Dennis, thank you very much for joining us today.
You're quite welcome.
Now,
thank you for having me.
Oh, it's great. Now, where are you from?
Originally Los Angeles.
Oh, really? You grew up there?
Long Beach.
Long Beach, really?
Yeah. And my first encounter with moving away and being upset and having to start over was when I was drafted into the service in the 60s. And that experience kind of set the stage for my, you might call it wanderlust. Not being satisfied with where you're at, but trying to get into a better place.
Okay.
And by traveling or riding in a car, walking, my first choice is riding in a car.
Okay.
And that's how I got here.
Okay. So were you in Vietnam?
Yes, I was 68, 69.
Oh my God.
Oh, I never got a scratch.
Okay.
I went through the whole experience and never got a scratch. I drove a truck. I was a truck driver. So I would drive the infantry around and we would do supplies and things like that, but never any danger.
Ooh.
I was in one firefight the whole time I was there. And you just get in we called them cars, you get in the truck and you get out. And that's what we did.
Yeah, okay.
So it was a time of my life that I was adventuresome, and I was able to wait until I was a non-commissioned officer. I was an E4 when I went there. I was a corporal. I had 2 stripes.
Okay.
So it gave me a little bit of gravitas.
Okay.
And
what does that mean?
Gravitas means special treatment.
Okay.
Or gravitas means that you've been there, done that.
Okay.
So I was not a private. I was an E4 corporal.
Okay.
Non-commissioned officer, which had some privilege, but it kept me from having to do a lot of things.
Please leave a comment, tell us what you think. And if you like the video, if you like Dennis, click the like button. If you want to share this experience, click the share button. Okay.
And dying was one of them. I came back.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, so you came back from Vietnam, and what was your working situation in the United States?
My working situation in the United States is I was a truck driver. I had driven in Vietnam with over 10,000 miles and not an accident. I tried to get a job as a truck driver, and they said, "Oh, this doesn't count. Your service time doesn't count." Different today than it was then. So I just set out on the road looking for something, not knowing where to find it or what I was looking for. And I spent most of my entire life doing that. Mm-hmm. Now I'm stopping, and this is the place that I'm staying.
In Mazatlan?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, in Mexico, if I find a better place than Mazatlan, which I don't know, I want to stay here. I don't want to go back to the United States. Dangerous place to be. No, I'm kidding. I live in a border town.
And what town is that?
It's called Douglas.
Okay.
The city, the port of entry is Agua Prieta.
Okay.
And there's a Walmart there.
Okay.
And
what state is that in?
Arizona.
Arizona.
I'm sorry, Arizona.
Okay.
And it's just not that crazy people have guns. Here, only 2/3 of the people have guns, the police and the gangs. Mm-hmm. Regular people like you and me, we don't get guns. So it automatically makes it 1/3 safer.
Okay.
And I like that.
Okay.
I don't want to get shot up in a Walmart. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that's...
it happens.
It does. I don't want that. Mm-hmm. I would rather be here.
Okay. Now, you told me that your wife is gone to the other to the other place.
A place that shall remain nameless. Mm-hmm. I was with her for 15 years. She was the last of my 3 wives, the best.
I've had 3 wives.
Congratulations. and you're still a young man. That's very funny. There was a time before I was with her, and that's the in-between time. I call it the dwell time, okay. Where you dwell alone. You set your life up to be alone, mm-hmm. and that's the way it is. That's what I'm going into now. It's been 6 years since she died.
Okay.
And it took me a long time to get over it, but once I did, I realized that my path is clear. I have to be doing things for myself now.
Okay.
And not have to change my life to be with someone. Mm-hmm. You know what it's like to have to change your life to be with someone.
Yes.
And of course that person also has to change their life to be with you. When that no longer works out, then you split. I want to get to a place where I don't need that anymore. I don't need to be with someone anymore. And so far it's working. And we had a good time. We were off the grid. I lived on a 40-acre farm. I'm a worm farmer. I do it's called vermiculture. Mm-hmm. I raise worms, make compost, make the tea for fertilizer, and that's the operation. But I'm getting away from that. I couldn't stay in the situation. I couldn't stay in the house. Mm-hmm. So I'm giving it up to come here.
Okay. And oh wow, that must have to be with someone for 15 years and they go to the other side.
Yes.
How did that affect you?
Oh, for 4 years I was lost, trying to find her. We said to each other long before she died, we knew one of us would die. And have you seen the movie The Mummy, the first Mummy? Maybe it's the first Mummy, where she says, if they kill me, I'm coming after you. I don't know if you saw that or not. But if there was a way for her to come back, and be here, she would have done it already. So I know there's no way.
Okay.
It's just fade to black.
Okay.
So that part of my life now is compartmentalized in my head, and I go back into it once in a while, but not often.
Okay. Okay.
It doesn't serve me
Okay.
to go into it because it was a good time. We lived on the edge, out with the snakes and the critters, and that's done.
Okay.
This is now something else.
We go live every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Join us and talk about the joys of living in Mexico. Click that subscribe button and you'll get a notification and you can join in on the fun. Okay, so now you're down here in Mexico.
Yep.
How long have you been here?
October 26th. October, November, December, January. 3 months.
Okay.
3 months.
And how do you like it thus far?
Oh, there's no, I can't compare this to anything that I've experienced. Except, I suppose, maybe Portugal. I went to Portugal for 90 days and realized that was not the place for me. I've been to Vietnam. I've been nowhere else.
Okay.
So I'm looking, the number one thing for me is the weather.
Okay.
The number two thing for me is the economy. Number three is the safety. This is a democratic republic. They have laws. As long as I stay within the law, I'm golden.
Okay. Okay.
If I get outside of the law, that's when I'm in trouble.
Okay.
But it's easy. It's so easy to stay within the law.
Okay. 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 Well, thank you, Dennis. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you, Dennis, so much for sharing your experiences, and thank you for watching the video today. We have many more videos to come. Click that subscribe button and we'll see you in the next video.